everyone, welcome back or welcome to the channel. I'm Brie.
And I'm Tori.
Today we are back for more Dreamcatcher album reactions. We've got another mini album today. We are going to be doing the mini album Raid of Dream. So we know that there was a Japanese album right in between the last one that we did and Raid of Dream. But when we looked at it, there was like the intro and then the two songs. So we have decided to save the Japanese album, or that one specifically, for maybe if we come across the next one and it is a larger album and putting the two together, or waiting until after all the Korean albums are done and doing all the Japanese kind of together in succession like that. So we do know the Japanese album existed. We have decided to move it to a different time with some of the more Japanese music, or some more of the Japanese music, so that those can go together. So that's why you see Raid of Dream here today. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. We have, of course, starting with the intro, we will have Deja Vu Relay. There is the Curse of the Spider. Is it just called The Curse of the Spider?
I think so.
Okay. My brain wanted to add words in that title. We have that along with the concert version because we didn't have a lot of special clips for this album.
Mm-hmm.
So we added that one in there. And then, of course, we have the lyric videos for the rest of the songs that we do not know. So that is today's plan. Anything that you would like to say?
No, now we are going to discuss what we were talking about before we started the
video. This is why we
video.
were giggling when we started the video.
No, that's because I smacked myself in the face. But you didn't catch that on camera. Because when we start, I count down and we press the start recording. And when I counted down to 3, I smacked my glasses.
I did not know she did that. So what we were discussing off camera, literally right before we recorded, is what this album cover reminds us of.
So I was full on magical girl, na 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 na. It does kind of look like it did.
The card captors.
I did say that, but the more I look at it, the more it just kind of looks like the magical girl. This is it scepter? What is it called?
That's a great word. Staff.
Magical staff.
I see that. However, I saw something else when we loaded this screen.
Now that's all I see.
I just have to know if I'm about to ruin this for anybody else, or if anybody else saw this. Aside from the fact that this is, again, a very beautiful album cover. However, when we loaded it, the first thing I saw was nostrils here, a mouth here going, and then I felt as though these were just, really beautiful bushy eyebrows.
Yeah.
So someone going like this.
They've got some earrings going on too.
Yeah. Yes. So that's what I saw, and then I made Tori see that. So
yeah, no, it's just
you're welcome. Anyway, that's what we talk about off camera. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the album.
Before we do, I know that one of the songs in here was called Polaris, and that's North. We looked it up to double check, but it was a North Star. So I do see the stars. So I'm wondering if that's kind of like a. Yeah,
little twinkle, like a compass.
That looks like a compass in the corner. So little stars.
Okay.
Are we finding our way home? No, I was kidding. It's called
Raid of Dream. So we'll start with the intro. Pause warning as we pause to talk about lyrics and things.
Absolutely
and voices,
nothing.
All the stuff on our tangents. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you for being here. We love you. Let's go. Really pretty start.
Delicate. I really like how the guitar came in on this one. Oh, bloop!
I heard that.
I'm like, oh. The riff. Huh.
Yep.
I really liked that one because I felt like in the previous ones, they do a really good job of almost shocking you with it. Like when it comes in, it's almost like, whoa. And this one, I felt like they were melded together really,
I had a
like
build
it
up. I was
seamlessly together.
Yes, I had a build up I was prepared for. Like I couldn't predict exactly where it was going to go, but I knew when it was coming or I knew when it was about to drop, and it felt like I could, dance. Thank you for joining me because I felt really alone.
I shouldn't have, actually. I shouldn't have done that at all.
Thanks. But no, I agree with you. I did really like that. It felt very, very seamless. I liked that a lot. Okay, so moving on.
I have a question before we move on. Does anyone just put all of the intros into like one folder and you just jam out to intros? Because I feel like
if you do, I'd love to have it.
I mean, we could do that. Like, I put like a Spotify.
I'd love to have that
all
folder.
Their intros. Like, I feel like I would like. That would be really cool, but at the same time, I'd be so frustrated that the songs would end so quickly.
No more.
It would be pretty intense, though. Maybe if you put them all together, it would just be like, it would be something.
It would be, considering these intros just go off. Okay, so now we have Deja Vu. We have yet another relay. Let's go.
Am I unplugged? Thank you.
You're welcome.
It sounded very strange to me. Oh.
I love all the hands in the back.
Okay. Oh.
The drop, though. Ma'am?
Oh, okay.
You had to.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh.
God,
jeez.
Stop. How are they?
The same. I love it. It's almost like an after image. I'm so sorry. The way she flips her hair. Also, I wanted to mention, because we reacted to Deja Vu, I feel like kind of early on, and I don't think we really knew their faces then. And we did watch like the dance like video for it, not the dance practice, like the dance video. So it's kind of fun to see, like, also be reminded of some of the dance moves, but also get to actually see them do it when we know who's who.
Yes, I agree. That was satisfying.
She flew in. Ugh.
Look at them in the back.
Oh,
they said us too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Ugh. Okay. Hey.
All these Jew pop outs.
Oh. Okay. She owns it. Oh. Oh. That was cute. I love that.
Just making sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just making sure they've scared us before.
Touchy.
Life of cats. Oh
Touchy.
My goodness. Okay. Okay.
I don't think he liked Nimbus above him.
Well, that's too bad.
It is.
I forgot how much I loved the dance of that, regardless of like who's doing what parts. I did not forget how much I love that song, because I do absolutely love that song. I adore that song. But I'm loving the relays for the purpose of, like you said, we would listen to a lot of these early on, a lot of like the big title tracks early on. So like remembering what the dance looked like, even if it's like different members at certain times. Something about relays. It just, you can't not smile through the whole thing.
They're fun.
So, okay. So we had Deja Vu. Now we are moving into The Curse of the Spider.
Your
and then
favorite thing.
That, I know spiders, we just have this bond.
Between you and the spider. Was it a spider god? I forgot.
Queen.
Who, Queen? Spider Queen.
And then we have the concert version after this.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into it. Hello? There it is.
Whoa, it was like, get into it. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh my god. Ooh. I feel like I'm running. And this is my running music.
점점 가까이 따라오는 숨소리가 또 귓가에 맴돌아 아무것도 없을 것 같은 너무 늦은 밤 길을 막아 눈을 감아 Don't you wake up Look at me, look at me every time 떨리는 네 심장을 붙잡아봐도 어쩔 수가 없어 Look at me, look at me every time 기댈 수 있는 건 나 하나밖에
Oh, those layered vocals back there.
커튼 속에 가려져 보이지 않는 밤 숨 쉴 틈도 만들지 않아 너무 벗어나 소름이 끼칠 만큼 도망치고 싶어진 그런 두려움일 테니 아무것도 없을 것 같은 너무 늦은 이밤 길을 막아 눈을 감아 Don't you wake up Look at me, look at me every time 떨리는 네 심장을 붙잡아봐도 어쩔 수가 없어 Look at me, look at me every time 기댈 수 있는 건 나 하나밖에
I cannot get over those background vocals too.
유리병 속에 가둔다
What, the spider?
또다시 다시 불을 붙인다. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was wrong. It's not over. I cannot feel it's okay. You're not alone. Promise you. Yeah, promise you. 그날의 약속을
That build.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get moving. Yeah. Focus.
Ah.
Look at me every time. 떨리는 심장을 붙잡아봐도 어쩔 수가 없어. Focus me, look at me every time. 기댈 수 있는 것만 하나밖에 없다는 걸.
Oh, I liked the combination of the guitar with the keyboard like in sync with each other right there at the end. I don't know if they did that throughout, but I heard it really clearly right there at the end. The same notes that they were playing on the keyboard and the guitar. I liked that, the sync up of that.
This kind of like echoed the intro for me. It was a very interesting blend of like different things
That went seamlessly
together. Yeah,
I agree.
You know?
That was
exactly-
a really great representation of how the song just went. Genuinely.
Oh no.
This is another one where I felt like if I was about to start headbanging, they were going to stop and pull it back on me real quick and then bring out the piano. And it was like,
They did change it up quite a bit. Yeah, it's like you just start to get to the groove. We're like, don't.
and then they bring it back and you're like,
yeah.
So I'm wondering if the lyrics here are, if that's the effect of the curse of the spider, if that's kind of like the symptoms of the curse that happen, or if I couldn't quite tell if it was like a conversation between
two people,
like the
two
spider
entities.
and like two entities, two beings, like if it would be like the spider and was it Yuhyun?
Yeah. Yes.
So I'm wondering if the conversation there was like the curse is like you have to lean on me now. You need me. You cannot be without me. Those were the two thoughts that I had in my head. I wasn't sure if it was like just the symptoms after effect of getting the curse, or if it was that sort of like conversation.
I thought too that it sounded like there was a conversation being had more towards like in the beginning for sure. And I was also thinking if you could put this in like taking it out of like the entire like curse of the spider type thing, if you put it on like, you know, them with the like, or in their audience, it's almost like, hey, I've almost captured you and you need me now type of thing, where it's not like does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
focus on me, look at me,
and
you love me.
I have your heart literally in the palm of my hands type of thing. Almost sounds a little dark, but like I get it.
Hey,
because
look here.
They gave me no. Subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. Did that give you cringe?
A little bit.
That's why we never say it.
Do it. The video itself was cool. Like who created this video, the creator, the channel that created this video, I liked the glitchy effects. It kept throwing me off.
Fun. But like you said, it did sound very much like a dependency, and then someone who's almost kind of like stuck, and they're just like, what do I do? I don't like they said, it's creepy. I'm stuck here. I don't know what it is. And it's like there's just like it very much
I want to
like
run away, and then someone else is
things.
like, no, you need me. And so that's why I wondered if in the storyline context, if that's what it would be. But then of course you can always take it out and look at it another way too. So okay, so now we're gonna watch the concert version of that.
Oh, that's right. We have more of it. That's good because I liked that song. Stop that. And there are actually subs on it, which is amazing.
Okay, 가봅시다.
I forgot to do this. I'm so sorry.
Okay, 가봅시다. Let's go!
Concert version. It's darker. Ooh,
Ooh, it does sound heavier. Oh. See, that's what I wanted to do, but I wouldn't look as cool. These outfits are fire.
Ooh. Ooh.
love her hair like that.
Why they look so cool? Ooh.
I want to do it so bad. You see those eyebrows?
The eyebrows, yeah. Oh.
Oh. It's not over. I kind of feel it's okay. You're not alone. Promise you. Yeah, I promise you.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's get move out. Yeah. Focus me, look at me every time. 떨리는 심장을 붙잡아봐도 어쩔 수가 없어. Focus me, look at me every time. 기댈 수 있는 건 나 하나밖에 없다는 걸.
God, it's so sick. I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh my goodness, that made that song like even more intense and so much harder than it already was. And it already really was.
That more solidified it to me than it sounded like even if it's not two entities, just like two different warring sides at least, because it was what I forgot to mention the first one is that they were the person who's talking, which of course this is all like in a dream, right? So if you're stuck in this dream, there's that person who seems to be hiding and they don't want to see and they don't want to open their eyes and they're just like, I'm gonna pretend this doesn't exist, and the other one's like, no, you're gonna look and you're gonna know and you're gonna depend on me, like you said. So
now I did notice a couple just slight differences in the lyrics on this one versus the lyric video, and just know we are aware of that and that things can happen based on how things are translated. So, but I did notice a couple of differences. Regardless, I love that song. That's amazing. So now we have Silent Night.
No, I don't think it's the same Silent Night. Even if it was, I'm pretty sure there'd be way more guitars in this version.
Pretty pictures, though.
They're pretty pictures.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, I like that a lot.
I do too. Oh.
I like that.
Oh.
Oh, I just got.
Please start this over.
Yeah,
because
this is chills.
This is giving me. I don't know what this is giving me. Like more like an alternative. Like what is this? This almost sounds sort of nostalgic. The guitar in the beginning.
I could hear the beginning sounded a little like the alternative to me too. I heard that.
Like,
oh, I love this. Okay,
this is definitely different from anything we've heard from them so far already off the bat. I feel like, and they do a really good job of doing this to us on like every album.
They do. Ooh.
It's closer.
Mm-hmm.
깊은 숨을 들이켜 겨울은 갈끝에
Oh.
결국 돌아오게 돼 다가오지 마 다가오지 마
Ooh.
Don't wanna see you fly Silent night 고요한 이
That is not what I expected.
sunlight Don't look at my door Set me free
Ooh.
벗어나고 싶어 이제
I'm stressed.
반복 반복될 문제 So I'm just silent Just pray for you No mercy no gain So more I feel 반응이 오는 by the sign 침묵이 보내는 조언을
What?
반복 반복될 문제 So I'm just silent Just pray for you No mercy no gain So more I feel 반응이 오는 by the sign 침묵이 보내는 조언을
막을 수 없어 번쩍만 이불 길에
All of these vocals.
깊은 숨을 들이켜 겨울은 갈끝은 결국 돌아오게 돼 다가오지 마 다가오지 마 Don't wanna see you fly Silent night 고요한 이 밤에 Need sunlight Don't
Ah.
at my door Set me free 벗어나고 싶어 이제
Speeding
Shut
up.
up.
Okay.
What? Like,
Oh no, that can't be the end.
I'm so sorry. How did we go from where we started to where we ended?
I don't know. They're really good at that. That song was almost kind of like haunting in a way.
Oh, I loved it.
That
It like sent a chill down my spine, but at the same time had me wanting to go like, you know?
I just am like in awe of like the way that entire thing sounded in general, and like their vocals on it too.
The vocals were unparalleled. Like, not only the main vocal, the one that was up front, but also all of the layered vocals, the harmonizing, the ad-libs. I mean, I could have stopped every single time they did a whoa or an ooh or something like that in the background. That just sounded amazing. It just, like, unparalleled. It was absolutely gorgeous. And like you said, it like almost like it's like very entrancing, like where you're just like doing this without even like realizing it. But at the same time,
Mesmerized.
I want to go throw it back. I have nothing to throw back, but I want to throw it back. I don't know how we went from the feeling that we were getting in the beginning to the sort of like the techno EDM, but the only song that I could like somewhat think had a similar sound was off their most recent album.
We Are Young.
Yes, but even then it was a very like this had a lot of a darker sound to it. So yeah, I'm with Tori. I'm in awe.
I think it's what I really like about one of the big things I like about Dreamcatcher is when you listen to their songs for the first time, they're always so interesting that like you have fun hearing how different things can be. So it's always just like, this hasn't really happened, but like say this wasn't a song that I really liked and I'm like, okay, well the song isn't my style, so this is not going to be something that I listen to again. like, even if I were to say that, which is not because I think this is probably one of my favorites so far, it's still fun. The process that you go through listening
the
to the
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
every experience you get is
they bring to you is so interesting just
Mhm.
like hearing it. So it's just like I love that about their music, and I'm always like expecting something, even though they have their like kind of sound. You're like, yeah, they brought that element in. It sounds like Dreamcatcher. It's still I love
It's the versatile side of Dreamcatcher. But I'm with you right there. If I had a ranking system, which I don't, but if I did, this would go like right up to the top ranks because I really love the song. That was incredible.
I feel like I say that all the time. Like, wow, I really like this one. This one's a good one. Because they're always good.
They are. But I do see what you're saying. If there was one that it was like, okay, the experience was really sick. It's not maybe one of my favorite songs, but the experience itself, like it's new every time. But I can't say that here because it's one of my favorite songs. So
as for the lyrics, I still am getting this very big feeling of kind of wanting to avoid this thing that you can't. Kind of goes along with the last song, and we didn't refresh ourselves on Deja Vu, which we probably should have. We usually try to look at the lyrics again before the album, but I still got that feeling again that we're kind of warring with ourselves, and this line specifically were you gonna say something about it? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the song, this line and the one prior to it, just like you can't. What I got from the song is like, yes, I would like to avoid this, but I can't because like the blade, it's going to come back to me anyway, so I can't keep running away from it. So that's what I got from the entirety of the song is that I can't keep avoiding because it's going to keep coming back to me until I finally face it and deal with it. Is that what you were going to go with this line?
Like,
I really like this line.
So that's what I mean. It's almost like you're warring with yourself. And I think that's kind of what we're getting from the previous song as well. If that's what it is, if it's more of a, like, you know, even if it's two separate things like clashing or talking, but it seems like it's kind of a war within yourself.
They really do not want it to happen. They're like, please don't come any closer. Please do not get near me. But at the same time, they're aware that this is just going to keep happening. And they're stuck in this unless it's faced because this blade is going to come back towards them. So, well, that was that song.
They said repeat, so let's go. I have a problem and it's this song, so let's repeat. This problem will repeat.
We're going to go ahead and jump to Polaris. Is this...
Huh? This is the last.
Stop!
Whoa.
Yes, sparkly. This is the last one, which we said in the intro. We do know that Polaris is another word for the North Star, so...
Are we finding our way through this? Let's see. Oh. I wasn't sure if it was going to come back in with the strings. Like stars.
저 멀리 밤하늘 속에서 유난히 빛나는 별이 보였어. 매일 밤에 저 별을 바라보며 우리의 만남을 그 시간을 추억하다 잠들어. 넌 어디에 있을까?
The acoustic.
지금 너도 나처럼 같은 생각일까? 가슴 속에 간직해왔던 서로 향한 이야기. 내게 그 말이 닿기 위해 참 오래 걸리구나. 우린 서로를 닮아 같은 추억을 안고 살아. 그게 너라서 행복해. 그 많은 인연 속에
It's gonna make you cry. Oh.
사람 중에
Ooh.
조금 오래 걸려도 난 덮어줘 우린 서로를 닮아
I like the simple drums.
같은 추억을 안고 살아 너라서
Ugh.
행복해 그날은 은연 속에 수많은 사람 중에 저 별을 따라가면 닿을 수 있을 것만 같아 이 길을 걸어가 끝이 보이지 않는 지름 같은 어둠이 나를 이렇게 덮어봐
Jeez.
슬픈 서로를 닮아 같은 추억을 안고 살아 그게 너라서 행복해 그 많은 은연 속에 수많은 사람 중에
I almost actually shed a tear. I don't do that super often.
It
Okay.
was the way she said that.
I stop me.
I almost shed a tear.
I did.
Okay.
Got a little leaky.
We just had spent like 5 minutes talking about how every Dreamcatcher song is an entirely different experience. And then Polaris comes out. And once again, it's entirely own, it's like its own experience. I felt as though this song was either written, like the feeling it gave with it was either written under starlight or that while you're listening to it, you're looking at the stars, like sitting on a balcony and it's just
The wind
black
is
sky
blowing.
and
Gentle
stars.
wind.
And that's like the feeling that the song gave me. I don't know a better way to describe that, but that's the feeling that I got. I had also just talked about unparalleled vocals, and then Polaris comes on. Are you kidding me? This was the song that their vibrato was made for.
Honestly.
You could feel it like shaking you, and it was gorgeous and powerful yet delicate at the same time.
Vulnerable.
Very vulnerable, very raw. I like how we went from Xi'an's really strong high note, powerful belting into Handong's very light and breathy high note. That was a gorgeous transition there. Beautiful. I couldn't say more about it. It was gorgeous. All the twinkling sounds.
I know. I felt like the lyrics were like super straightforward on this one. I mean, it seemed very much this is what it is to me because I was getting it gave me most of like them together. Like if it's not, it seemed very much like they were singing to one another, like their journey. That's what it felt like, because it was talking about how we're glad that we came here. We're glad that we came together. We're glad that we made the connection. I'm glad that it's you that made that connection with. And like they talked Jiu talked about how even though it may still take a while, like that's okay as long as we're like staying true and like following our heart and doing what we want to do. Because they talked about like the basically following that star, that they're pointed in the direction they want to go to, and even if it might take a little bit longer, they're happy to go that direction, and then they're going to keep with it.
Very similarly, I felt it as, like you said, like kind of them, their story, their conversation with each other, with the fans, but very much like a looking back on when all we could do was look at the North Star and just wish and hope and dream about finding this connection. And I'm like really glad it ended up being you. Yeah. And out of all these people, we ended up together. But it did feel very like reminiscent, like just either looking back on the feelings of that time or looking back on that situation, that even if we do get separated, like we always can look at that North Star and come back together, even if it like you said, it takes time to get there. But oh, that was a very moving song.
Which to me, considering like the other songs on this album where they have been fighting within themselves, it almost seems like we came back to a place where we're like, let me think about it, let me reminisce, let me reorient myself to where I want to go.
Yeah.
If we're gonna follow like the way the album has kind of progressed with this being the ending song.
Mm-hmm. Well, yet again, gorgeous album. Gorgeous vocals. The tracks just they're just, I don't know how many times we can say the same thing. I was trying to find another word to say what we've said, but like it's something that you almost like wouldn't believe until you're in it. Like just how versatile and how incredible it can be until you're sitting here listening to the album from start to finish. So thank you guys so much for joining us for this video. Let us know what you think or what you guys have theorized or what's been told by the members, if anything's been told. Let us know anything about this album that you think we need to know. We appreciate you watching this with us. We love you so much, and we will see you in the next one.